Hey, my scrapbooking friends. I am back today with a video of two more projects from my Paper Person series. These two kits are going to come out of the new digital episode kit, I think is what it was called. Um, so yeah, this was a hard kit for me. I've had a few through Paper Person, though. I love their kits. There are just a few in there that I just don't resonate with me. I don't watch a ton of TV. My husband does a little bit more, but and we do have a few shows we binge, so I do have a few spreads that I do have. But we just don't have a ton of shows that we binge watch. I think the only time that I really watched TV was in 2020. But usually I am just watching Netflix, and I watch Criminal Minds over and over again because I usually just watch TV when I work. And it's a show that I've watched over and over again, so I don't have to really watch it. But this one, I loved the spring card, and then I always have loved these florals. So I decided to do a full page spread or full page photo on one side and use this other card that just had 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side and cut it apart. And I put 3 or 4 things that were happening in the new season, pretty much in the new season. And this was last year. This was 2021. We had quite a few things. When the spring season comes along, our lives definitely get a lot busier. I have 2 boys that are in baseball, and we love to do things outside in the garden. And this morning I had just caught, it had just been raining a little bit. I have a gazebo on my deck that I can sit under with our chairs, and it had started raining that morning, and the puppy was loving the rain, and you can see that I had started putting together my flowers and getting my flowers on this day, and this is pretty much what I do Memorial Day weekend before the big hurrah starts, except for 2021 and this year. My oldest is now in high school baseball, which starts in April. So I don't know how this year is going to go, but I do know it's going to be a busy one. But yeah, so this is pretty much all I did, and I'm just repositioning these squares around the picture on how I like them, and then I'm going to sew them onto the picture. I'm not going to show you the sewing part. It's just too hard to show you that part. But this spread really just came together super quick. That's why I really didn't even, put it in fast forward mode or, speed it up. I kind of just left it how it was. So you're going to see me go away and come back with it all sewn together. I am going to jump back into real life and talk about it a little bit. But there you go. There I'm showing you the stitching, which actually came out pretty decent. But yeah, it came together super quick. There wasn't anything, and this is how I'm kind of trying to keep these spreads, especially old spreads. I just want them to come together pretty quickly. And even when I go to put this in my project life, I've already used this picture, but I'm okay with that, and reuse pictures. But I'm trying to crinkle up the edges a little bit. It's not going to work too much, just for a little bit more texture. I'm going to just give up on that. But yeah. All right, I'm going to throw you back into real life, and then we will start on the next project. All right, we're making them super easy, super, fun, just to get the journaling down. I did oopsie on a few, actually just that one. That one, I wasn't paying attention, and it went over the 3, but I'm not worried about it. I got 3 cards used out of that spring kit from Paper Person. Again, this is a kit that for some reason I cannot find the digitals to. And if anybody knows if Paper Person will send you the digitals from kits that you clearly have bought and you can't find the email, I have all the other emails for the digitals, and I can't find the first 3 of my subscriptions. So I don't know. Anyways, but if you know how to find those or know how to get those, please let me know. I'm going to do one more since this one came together so quick. This was honestly probably a 15-minute spread for me, and the most of it was my thread came out for this one, as you can see, and I had to rethread it. That's literally probably most of the time on this one, and picking out the picture and editing the picture. So maybe 20 minutes in Photoshop and everything. So we are, oh, you know what I did not think about? I put this one over here, and I bet you that's where my, yep, that is where my hole punch is gonna go. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I didn't think about it. Well, you know what I can do? Dun, 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 dun. We can make it a spread like this, and even though this one might, it won't affect it as much. Yep, there we go. So sometimes you, there we go, perfect. So now the spread's a this way spread, but I love it. I don't think that I needed a title page, as we have this one here. Okay, so what I figured out is this is from actually the new episodes kit, and there was a few spring ones just thrown in there, and there was a die cut set actually that I have right here, but none of these fit the actual spring ones, or like, yeah, so technically, like, this is talking about like welcome to a new season of spring television, not spring season. I don't know. I do have this little one from the Good Morning kit. I don't know if it really fits because it was a rainy day this day. I'm going to keep on just looking for something. I even have, no, that's way too busy. I'm going to keep on looking for something in my stash. If I come upon something, I will come back and put this on, because just, I don't have the perfect thing and I don't want to force it. So, okay, so that is my first spread for this kit, and we will move on to the next one. Alright guys, so unlike the last project, this one didn't come together as quickly. There was lots of little itty bitty pieces that needed to be cut out and worked and placed and all that kind of stuff. So the other issue is that I didn't exactly use the cards that I set out to use. I actually went in and used the digitals. I found the digitals from this kit, thankfully, and used the digitals. So what you just seen me doing is just cutting out all the pieces and then cutting out 1 inch by 4 inch strips of white paper for my photos to go on them. As you can see at the top there, I just did that all off camera. Now I am stamping out my title. I am so super excited that I have gotten the metal dies for the medium Jane font through L Studio, which is the font that I probably use 99% of the time. So yeah, I don't have to do any more fussy cutting, and I am so excited. So there you guys go, seeing me die cut that, though I think I was doing it wrong. But I actually, did I do that? No, I did that on regular. I was thinking I did that on sticker paper, but not this one. That was another one. But yeah, so I don't have to, you know, fussy cut anymore. I'm so excited. All right, so this spread is all about having baseball all day, every day, 7 days a week, pretty much. And that one card over there that had Monday through Sunday on it kind of inspired this. And honestly, I went back into a week that we had baseball pretty much every day, or I could find a picture. And this actually came about because of Week in a Life, actually. I noticed at that point in time that we legit had baseball every day except for Sunday. No, except for the first Monday of Week in a Life. But if I went one more Monday after Week in a Life, we had 7 days of baseball. So we really had it Sunday through Monday pretty much. But anyway, so yeah, so I am just putting a picture of this, and there's no journaling for this page. I think it kind of just speaks for itself. The title, like I said, will read baseball all day, every day. And then it just has the days of the week on the other side. Again, just a spread to help me use these, to use the product and to get the story out, and get another spread in our 2021 album. And then I did have the plans of it be, you know, falling on each day that the card does, but unfortunately you can't read it as well as I had hoped for, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're gonna do this and just adhere all of these down. Looks like I'm looking for some, oh, I wanted to add a little bit. I thought they were just a little too plain, and I just wanted to add something to each one. I don't think I actually even found anything. Oh, I did. So I used the 3x4 stamp from Allie Edwards. It's like a quote stamp one right there, but it has like a dash mark on it for like a stitching. It looks like stitching. And I just used that to go under each one of my days of the week and off onto the page. So it looked like it was like a little bit of faux stitching type thing. So as you can see here, I'm just masking off the photo and then doing it. So, and I thought that gave it enough. I didn't really want it to be crazy. You will notice that Monday and Tuesday are the day I messed up. I didn't crisscross my 2 days, but I really wasn't going to worry about it. I just was like, nope, we're not going to go back and change that. So, but yeah, so I thought this was a nice spread. The only problem, like I said, is I didn't actually use the cards. So now I've just put those 2 cards in my stash for Project Life. Maybe they'll make it. I think that even in a Week in a Life project, it might go in. Who knows? They go well together and they're good Project Life cards. So I'm not too upset about it. All right, so I didn't know exactly how I wanted this title to go down, but I ended up just cutting a piece of paper that was smaller, and I was going to offset it a little bit on this side. I knew that I didn't have any journaling or anything like that. There was nothing really much to say. I think it's pretty much spoke for itself, but I knew I also needed a large enough spot to hold this large title. Now you're going to see that my trimmer cuts crooked. I'm so over that trimmer. I really need to reach out to Friskers and see if they'll send me a new trimmer, because I know that they are guaranteed for life. But my trimmer is off and it cuts crooked if I do not watch it. And you can completely see that it cut crooked this time. Again, wasn't going to fix it. I just wanted to get this done. The last part of this is I just took some stamps from Studio Calico, the baseball stamps, and kind of stamped like a cascade of baseballs down. It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it, but it worked out pretty well. I'm not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, so that is all I did, and I'm going to kick you back into real life here for you guys, and I hope you like these. Alright, there's the spread. It didn't come out exactly how I envisioned it in my head. I don't know. I don't even know what I really was envisioning in my head, because I could never find the inspiration that I took this from, if it was even an inspiration. But it is done. There's not much journaling, because actually how I was able to get this is most of this week was Week in a Life last week. I know there was another week in there that we legit had baseball every day for like 16 days straight. It was kind of crazy. Or like one day off in there somewhere. But because it was Week in a Life, I had so many pictures of every day, and I was taking pictures, because normally if we have baseball practice, I'm not really taking a picture. I mean, baseball practice in June is like, we're over and done with baseball practice, right? So it's like, I knew I could see on my calendar that we had baseball every day, but I didn't have a picture of it every day. So I went back to Week in a Life last week. Again, this side was a little plain. It covered up more than I wanted it to. I really wanted this card, and it turned out way more blue, as you can see, than expected, but whatever. The two sides match, because this side is blue and this side, you know, whatever. Anyways, so it is done. I probably do need to date stamp it. This was May of 2021, and I don't really have like a, we're just gonna stamp May because I don't really have a I mean, it's obviously over a week, so I don't want to stamp the whole. So I'm just going to go and clean off the two little things right there and stamp it. So that at least I know what year it is. Other than that, it's nothing too much, but yeah, I mean, it's a spread and it's a spread done, and the only thing is like I've been trying to use the products from the kit, and as you can see, I still have the products. That was supposed to be this spread because I ended up using the digitals. I ended up finding the digitals of this kit. It wasn't an April kit. It was called the New Episodes kit. So I didn't exactly use the product, but I'm going to put the product away. I think that this one is definitely going to be used in a week in a life type thing. Even though those usually aren't my colors, but you never know. I'll figure out how to use it. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you are new. And if you love seeing these paper shop projects come together after planning them, let me know in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.